If you're a Sonic main, you're probably a chill, basic Sonic fan, but like, no hate, he's the star character for a reason, and you probably really die hard, and you wish you could aura farm as hard as he does. You probably obsessively watch any Dark Sonic animation you can find, and you might be a Sonic.exe fan. Otherwise, you might just really like a good chivalrous character, even though it's not about chivalry, but you know. If you're a Tails main, you're probably a cutie patootie who likely sees themselves in Tails. Whether you're always player 2 or you're just autistic, you relate to being the odd one out, but I hope you find your found family too. How's that dinosaur hyperfixation going, by the way? If you're a Knuckles main, you're genuinely an intelligent person who's so deep into the writing of the series, you love seeing the symbolism and the arcs, and there's a chance you've read all the Archie comics and you hate the Colors generation for lobotomizing Knuckles. Or you just think he's funny, or you just want to play a power type. If you're an Amy main, you're a girl's girl. You're very similar to a Tails main in that you're a cutie, but you're like extra girly pop about it. You think Amy deserves a super form in the mainline games and are hyped beyond measure for Sonic Movie 4. Oh, so you're a Cream main. I won't let the cute character fool me. You're a menace, a fiend, an absolute rapscallion. I know you have an attack item up gadget because you crave violence, and if you don't get first, you will threaten to murder anyone who's in VC with you. If you're a big main, you are genuinely the chillest person alive. You are playing the big kitty for the vibes rather than the tactic. You don't care if you get first place or 12th as long as you have fun along the way. If you're a silver main, you are the opposite of a big main. You have no chill. Your need for speed and greed sickens me. Remember to take your anxiety meds. You forgot to this morning. If you play Blaze, there is no meta yet. But there sure as hell will be when you're done. It's all about that boost. You also love badass women, hence why you chose her over Shadow. If you're a Shadow main, you are so invested in the lore. You love the Shadow lore, but you also might enjoy some of the other characters' lore. And you prefer when the games are edgier and heavier rather than full of camp, which honestly, same. Also, Sunado shipper, I see you. Don't start a ship war in my comments. I respect most ships. Okay, Rouge. Horny. I was planning on maining her until I heard those combo voice lines. We all love girl bosses here, no judgment. I love Rouge, but I know what you are. Omega. Lore accurate. Children will die first. Boxing gloves for Tails, shuriken for Sage. Cream gets exploded and the most painful fate awaits Charmy. You're a menace on the tracks, and honestly, kinda quiet in real life. If you play Vector, you are deep in the Sonic trenches, and you're probably more of a fan of like classic era Sonic, and you have consumed every piece of media and know every piece of useless lore. I love you for it. Please make a video essay. If you're an SPO main, you love cool, badass characters, but not quite as aggressive as Shadow. You have a dash of weeb in you, but not to an annoying extent. I'd venture to say you're a pretty nice person. Okay, so you're a Charmy main. I genuinely haven't seen anyone play this character, but I'd have to say you're probably a troll. You're most certainly going to leave the biggest rage bait comment posing as an egg pawn main, or he's your son and you're actually pretty wholesome. If you play Zavik, you're scary. You're scary. You were in last and I blinked and now you're in first. How did you do that? If you main Zaz, you started playing him ironically and then fell in love. I'm a victim too. He's so funny. You're a gremlin, but with a more refined sense of humor. I feel like you can yes and people beautifully. Quick intermission. I'm sorry if I sound sick. It's because I am. So like you should totally pay subscribe. I'm really trying to get more content out and I've been really enjoying it. So if you want to support the channel, it would be really appreciated if you did the cool algorithm things. No pressure. Also, if you like more Crossworlds content, I have a video of me playing with my friends on our other channel, 6ish, so you should go check that out because I genuinely think it's really funny. Alright, back to it. If you're an Eggman main, you're a Snapcube fan through and through. If you don't know what Snapcube is, go look up their Sonic Adventure 2 dub, and then you'll be a Snapcube fan. You fancy yourself a gentleman bandit type, you'll steal the victory ruthlessly, but respectfully. If you play Metal Sonic, you are probably the biggest fan of the series ever. You love your silly guy, and if he talks in the movie, you'll riot unless he makes an OVA reference. You're intelligent and can get caught ranting a little long, but that's okay, nothing wrong with a little passion. Okay, so you play Gurg. I genuinely didn't know you guys existed until I checked Reddit, and you guys actually seem so cute. You're silly, and I like you. And see, I got his name right, so like you should subscribe. Wow, neurodivergent person who goes by all pronouns chooses the silly soft-spoken hologram? What's next? You made Miku, huh? You forgot to drink water today? Go do that. Love you, you freaking nerd. If you're a Jet main, you're genuinely very excitable and a bit of a menace, but honestly, you just seem like a happy person. Unless you put Jet in a car. Why would you do that? Wave girly pop. You likely frequent Blaze and Rouge because purple girlies for the win. You also probably play with the most optimized loadout possible because you need to win every single race. If you main Storm, you're actually pretty good at the game, but not as sweaty as others. You're funny and reference that Hatsune Miku Sonic Riders clip every chance you get. If you main the Werehog, your friends are a little tired of hearing about this game, but that's okay cause I'm not. You probably weren't too keen on the idea of this game beforehand, but then you played the network test and then you're like, I need the Werehog, I need him now. Totally not speaking from personal experience. Generally though, Unleashed enjoyers I've met are really chill. I know I keep calling everyone chill, but you know, when you talk to Sonic fans in real life, they aren't that bad, except a subsect of them. As long as you aren't on Twitter, you're fine. If you main Miku, you're here for her and only her. You've switched your background music to her album. If they added any other Vocaloids, you'd probably combust. You're a memer and funny, but cutesier about it than like a Charmy main. If you main Joker during the network test, you're probably a little unhinged, but generally quiet. Drama followed you like a lost puppy in high school, and probably a little bit after. There's a good chance you need new friends, though I do wish you luck because I think you have a good heart. If you're a 9 main, you're a cutie like a normal Tails main and definitely relate to being the odd one out, but there's more angst in it. You love seeing such a soft character go apeshit and wish you could too. And also, I'm curious, how are you feeling about FNAF being mainstream enough to be at Universal? If you're a Rusty Rose main, you're toxic, but like it's kind of funny. You love seeing women get angry in media and wish they'd do it more. You also just wish the Sonic franchise would add more complex storylines to their characters. Also, Son-Amy shipper. If you're a Dread main, I mean, like, obviously you like pirates and you love whenever they're added to something. And also, you're a himbo enjoyer for life. Your favorite adventure is probably Thor. Or if you don't like Marvel, you prefer Kronk. If you plan on maining the Minecraft characters, I'm gonna venture that you're probably younger, maybe a little too young to be watching this video. Or maybe you're just older but you grew up on Dan TDM. Either way, I'm gonna console you that growing up is okay. You don't have to become super duper boring. Texts aren't that bad in my experience, and it's not as scary as a lot of people make it seem out here. You're gonna be okay. If you plan on maining any of the SpongeBob characters, you're, again, probably a kid or someone just really caught up in nostalgia, which is alright, or you're a troll. That's pretty likely you're a troll. If you plan on maining Ichiban, you're probably really funny. Your camera roll is entirely made up of brain rot memes. You're probably also like Devil May Cry and anything just fun, action, anything ultra kill, anything funny. If you plan on maining Ninja Turtles, you maybe have a bit of a crude sense of humor, but that's alright. You're mature enough when it counts. You probably prefer 2018 Ninja Turtles or 2012, but Mutant Mayhem's a win as well. If you plan on maining Mega Man, you're an OG. You have always loved good nostalgic games. You have played all the good old classics that a lot of us old younger folk don't get around to. You know a lot of the lore. I don't know any of the Mega Man lore, so you should like totally tell me about the Mega Man lore because I'm actually so curious. If you plan on maining Pac-Man, again, you're funny, but like in a more, you're very dry with it. And you're just kind of sweet, you know, you've got a very good outlook on life. You're probably a little older as well. And finally, if you plan on maining one of the Avatar The Last Airbender characters, you're based in real and very cool. I don't plan on playing them, but still, I mean, Avatar is such a good show. You have such good taste, and you probably are emotionally intelligent. Mwah.